guys. First thing I'm going to do is see what my wife got. I got a package from Little Big Wars, Fargo, North Dakota, in my wife's name. So I know it's for me because she ordered it for me. We'll see what it is. It is nice. I wanted these guys really bad. Put that box in the garbage. It is the Frostgrave Tribals. And the reason I wanted these guys actually is I've got a kit bashing idea where I take some of these Kings of War Northerners and I do them up with the tribal heads and stuff. And that way they would more accurately represent like Eskimo. And the Eskimo have been, hey, Squirrel Hermit, how you doing, brother? The Eskimo have been pretty important in the last couple of games we've played. So, you know. So these guys, yeah, they've got some pretty savage looking weapons, which is good. But what's really cool too is they're a little bit small. So depending on how you paint them up, they could 100% stand in for choo-choo people. The choo-choo men. But then some of the heads you could absolutely put on the guys in the parkas and put some of the wooden fetish masks on them, and they would be absolutely perfect for the Eskimo. So this kit I bought specifically for kit bashing. Well, I didn't buy it as a gift from my wife, but I asked for it. She's like, what do you want for your anniversary? And I was like, I would really like these things. And she's like, okay. And she ordered them. So here we have a Hyperborean with a footman's flail that I've made. And the helmet is, of course, from Games Workshop Dark Elves. And the weapon is from Games Workshop Flagellants. And the reason for this is might bend the weapon just a little bit so that's hanging down just a little better, like that. The reason I did this is obviously because my brother's Hyperborean character found a footman's flail and he really likes it. But in addition to that, hey, Big James, how you doing, bro? Every time I see art of the actual Hyperboreans, they're wearing these really tall conical helms. And so what I basically had was these dark elf helmets, and they look good. They look good. And of course, the body is a Goliath because Hyperboreans have to be really tall. So now I need to at some point go on Etsy. Go on Etsy and see if anybody has like a 3D print of a Pomeranian and ask them to 3D print me a Pomeranian, but about the size of a direwolf. To go with, you know, all of the amazing like thumbnail pictures that Cold Iron has made for me. Especially since I did decide to go and get two of the things he's done for me. I have miniatures incoming of. So I'm going to definitely need my giant Pomeranian to make the set, right? So yeah, here I've got random Kings of War figure in parka. And I could have left the head on him actually and just put a fetish mask on him and it would have been just fine. But I'm going to go ahead and grab this. And yeah, we're gonna put a head on there, and then we're gonna put a fetish mask on, and I think that's gonna be, the bee's knees, right? And then he can represent uh, my Eskimo, my Tlingit, uh, Yakuts, and pretty much any of the guys that are living up there in the frozen north. This guy will be the guy. Okay. I just put the glue down somewhere. There it is. So yeah. Boom. So oh yeah, the tribal head on the Kings of War body fits perfect. Looks really good. So, and like I said, if I just do them up as they are, they would make really good choo choo men for like any H.P. Lovecraft fans out there. Or Chocho, the Chocho men, which I think isn't Chocho Russian for a little or small amount. Chocho. I wonder. But yeah, they supposedly live on the plateau of Ling and the Dream Quests anyway, and they serve some master that's like an immortal, possibly Hastor. That sounds really good, Squirrel Hermit. We had Chinese food. My brother and sister in law are visiting, but he's watching soccer and she's working, and he wanted Chinese, so we got Chinese. Which nothing wrong with Chinese, right? Yeah. So yeah, let's let's see if I can do a couple of these and how I feel about it. I mean, I already feel pretty good about it, honestly, having seen what they look like. I'm like, yeah, that looks really cool. So, man. So what are you guys doing today? Anything fun? I missed Double D last night. Fell asleep. Fell asleep early, man. I was like out. I was I was knocked out by 5 o'clock. I woke up a couple times during the night to get a drink of water, but pee or something. But yeah, I was done. Yeah, we got some pretty good places around here. So yeah, but yeah. We're going to be playing some Agricola later tonight, I think. Hope that'll be cool. it's extra cool because I bought the all of the deluxe pieces, so all the farm animals actually look like, farm animals and whatever. The fences look like fences because I'm that guy. I am that kind of guy. Evading the humidity. You got a humidity problem up there? I mean, you're talking to the wrong guy about humidity. Like I hope you didn't come here looking for sympathy about humidity. It's like a billion humidity. I don't know how it's a lot. Let's say that it's a lot. The humidity here is freaking through the roof. 92 degrees, and that's partly sunny. 92 degrees. Feels like it's 100. It's like, anyway. They're in there chatting about Carmelo Anthony. I mean, they tried him, they found him guilty, they gave him the time. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that. Seems like everything worked out, right? The way it was supposed to. But these people keep getting on the news talking shit. They look like idiots. Okay, let's see. Now I've still got this serpent man down here. I need to put some arms and heads on. So let me see here. When it comes to my serpent man, I've got 2 with crossbows. All right. Got a couple with crossbows. I've got a wizard with a staff. I've got a spearman. I've got myself a cleric. So I guess what I need is maybe an assassin, right? So that means I need some daggers. Because all right. So that's what I need right there. Is they've got these daggers that can only go on the left hand. So you can take what's supposed to be a shield arm and snip her off. Snip the hand off carefully. And then put the dagger in there. All right. Looking for my snippers. 95 humidity there, or 95 degrees. See? I don't even know why you'd want to live somewhere in the north that gets that hot. It's like, doesn't seem right. If you're going to live up north, you'd expect it to be cold at least, or cool. But then again, where I'm from tends to be a little bit cooler most of the time, mainly because of the elevation. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder what Williamsburg, Kentucky's like right now. Let's see. Okay, where's my temperature at? There's some breaking news bullshit. I don't care about that. I want to know what the temperature is. Nah. The sky is dead. All right. So, must have pissed some people off. There were some people watching, and I started saying, I wonder if it's the Austin Metcalf thing. Pissed everyone off. So I've got my dagger there. And then I've got my wavy short sword here.
Were they blaming the white attorney? Yeah. Because their son was obviously unguilty, regardless of the fact that there's video of him doing it.
And then I need a vicious looking snakehead. That's pretty vicious looking. I kind of like that one. He's all like, looks like he's ready to bite. So, me. Dun 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 dun. I know what I'm doing. When in doubt. When in doubt. I don't even know what this is. So stop it. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. Gonna fix this right up. Wait for my brother. I'm like, I wish my brother Hush were here. He should be on the way. On the way, brother Haas, telling me what's going on. All right, so okay. I'm actually using my Tamiya thin glue. Give the super glue a break real quick since this is all polystyrene or polystyrene stuff or polypropylene, either way. Hard plastic. That'd be a scary thing though, right? A serpent man that's like a level 4 or 5 assassin. So he'd be like a 7 hit die. A 7 hit die serpent man that can do assassination. I mean, that would be a really good thing for a group of serpent men to have access to. If the player characters keep acting up, send your boy to get them while they're asleep. Maybe poison their food or something, right? That's what I'm thinking. All right. So this is what he's looking like now. And like I said, the bottom is from the really cheap Reaper. I forget what they're called. And then the top is from the Ghost Archipelago Serpentman. And you can get, by doing this bit of, kit bashing, it allows me to have a much larger range of figures, which is what I'm all about.
The good thing is,
You know.
Sundays later, there are snacks.
So, yeah, this is my wizard. I gave him like an evil staff. He's like, I got an evil staff. You can't see it, but it's got a skull on it. There's my brother.
Good snacks, because I'm sorry, but I really feel like the cashew chicken lo mein combo is fantastic.
Cleric. Yeah, I'm sitting here making. Hi, Hungar. I am sitting here making all kinds of different, like, serpent men, and I'm making them to be certain, like, distinct classes, even. So I might have to make a fighter now. So, Hungar, are you going to join, or what are you doing?
There's plenty of egg rolls.
Like, what are you doing with your life?
But you got a second order of the fish. So we have enough dinner to come back twice.
So this Irish guy I've got here, I think I'm going to do the stereotypical thing. And I'm going to grab some red contrast color and paint his hair red. Be like, that's it. His name is Patty. He's got the luck of the Irish. That's how he's going to be. Nope, can't use that one. That's ink. Polished silver. I need to make sure I remember where that bad boy is, though. The flesh wash. Here we are. Reaper Blood Red. Yeah. Probably not going to join today. Why? What's your excuse? I'll pull a drill sergeant Emery on you. Be like, you, what's your excuse? Excuse me, sir. I'll be the one asking the questions here. Yeah, I've had this Irish guy probably for 10 years. It's a metal one, I think from Gripping Beast. Because when I play Saga, I usually play the Dark Age Irish.
Hello, brother.
What's wrong with you?
I got overheated today outside.
Nice.
I was out goofing off. It got up like 99 degrees.
Yeah, it's very hot.
Yeah.
So you know what you do is you drink some water.
I've been drinking water, but my body don't like electrolytes.
I thought electrolytes are what hosses craved.
They are what I crave. But my body, you crave them, but sometimes you just don't get to get them.
You need to take care of yourself better, brother.
I have been. I just wanted to get some sun today.
Why?
I didn't know it was going to be a gazillion degrees outside.
Look, man, you and me are not built for the sun.
It was only
I
70.
don't know what you're even thinking.
It was 72 degrees yesterday. It was nice.
I don't care if it's 0 degrees. We don't need to be in the sun.
You were saying the other day that I needed to get more sunlight.
I doubt it. That doesn't sound like anything I would say. I never tell anybody to get in the sun.
You say it's good for your mental health. You should get sunlight every day.
No, I said working out was good for your mental health.
Yeah, I've been doing that too.
But sun, I guess if you need some vitamin D, but you know what? I'm one of those guys that can drink milk. I was blessed with the ability to digest dairy products, and I take full advantage of that.
Yeah, we drink a gallon of milk like every other day here at the house. And
right.
cheese.
Like
Because
sometimes I like to drink milk in front of people I know are lactose intolerant, just to
yeah,
flex on them.
weak body people.
I know, right? So I'm sitting here being, scatterbrained.
Old crotchety bastard.
No, I'm the not at all. Well, I'm old, but I'm not bastard.
No, you're
My
older
mother
crotchety.
was a pure woman from a noble family,
Yes, I know.
and I at least know who my father is. You pig-eating son of a whore.
13th warrior.
Right, right. I knew you'd get it, so I was like, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Hold my beer, guys. I'm gonna make this happen, right? That's one of my favorite scenes in the whole freaking movie, honestly.
The ending prayer is really good too.
Yeah. When he's talking about look after the Northmen who need many gods.
Yeah, or Wolvine's speech at the end.
Oh yeah, Bolvi.
I see my father. And my
A man
brothers.
might consider himself wealthy if
Somebody wrote down his
somebody wrote down his tells or something, right?
yeah, what he's like when they all start doing a low.
Yeah. See, and that's I think the only disagreement Double D and I have in the universe is he thinks Conan the Destroyer is a better D&D movie than the 13th Warrior. And I'm like, oh God, man, I yes, it is a great D&D movie. You know, the adventurers all get together, they adventure, they get treasures, they do shit.
But 13th warrior is better.
Maybe it's just how we run D&D.
Well, it's a better
Maybe
D&D movie.
Double D runs his D&D games in a way that makes it where the 13th Warrior is the much more D&D film for him.
Yeah, he says Conan's the film for him, right?
Or no, Conan, right. I flipped the script on myself.
I'm gonna go beyond that. Not only is the 13th Warrior a better D&D movie than Conan the Destroyer, it is a better movie than Conan the Destroyer.
All right, that's fine, but hear me out. Here's what I'm trying to say. Maybe he runs his campaigns like Conan the Destroyer.
Yeah.
And you would know because you're in my campaigns. Maybe I run my campaigns like the 13th Warrior.
Yes.
So maybe that's why we both have the views we have. Because, my campaigns tend to involve like a lot.
Yes.
Going on, Whereas Conan the Destroyer, as awesome as it is, it's really just a fetch quest.
Yeah.
Go to this place, get this thing, bring it back. Yay. And 13th Warrior, there's investigation and mystery and politics.
All right.
Maybe what I should say is Conan the Destroyer is the better adventure, but 13th Warrior is the better campaign.
I love Conan. You know this.
We all love Conan. I mean, no one's going to argue that point.
But I think on Conan the Destroyer, they tried to rely more on special effects and stuff and make it more campy than the Barbarian.
Yeah, they were doing what they do, and they were shooting for the PG-13 audience. Because Conan the Destroyer was definitely not for PG-13. That shit came out, and it was like, oh my God. I mean, for the time that movie came out, the fact that there was just blood splattering everywhere and heads flying.
Yeah, the Barbarian.
That was pretty hardcore,
That was great. Did you know that the Lord of the Rings, because they're PG-13, they could technically drop one F-bomb in each movie? And I know on the Fellowship, it should have been full of a fucking took. Or they've got a fucking cave troll.
You're such a dork. I'm just sitting here wondering why I go on my way to invite you on. It's like,
Because you love me and I'm awesome.
okay, that's true.
Ain't that right, everybody in the audience?
I think it's just you and me, man.
The squirrel was here.
Yeah,
Squirrel's
yeah,
here.
we had
James
some of the
Lowry.
bros drop by, but I'm not exciting. That's my problem. I need to learn to be more entertaining, but I don't know how.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Hell yeah. So the wife got me some more miniatures, which is funny because she's always talking about how I have too many miniatures. She's the one buying them.
I'm going to Knoxville tomorrow.
What you doing in Knoxville?
Go to the Asian market, get some more of that Thai green curry.
Oh. Oh, so you're not going back up to Kentucky for it. You're going to
Yeah, Knoxville. Well,
closer.
Knoxville's a lot like 30 minutes away.
Right. I know we had to drive around it on our way up and down.
Hey, James, hope you're doing good, buddy.
Big James, back again, Big James. Yeah.
And James, my brother was asking me why he goes out of his way to invite me, and I said because I'm awesome and he loves me and everybody else loves me. Isn't that right?
Oh, look at this guy fishing for freaking compliments.
I'm not fishing for compliments. I'm fishing for the truth.
Shameful. Shameful.
I'm making content for the Lord. I'm like Chick-fil-A
You make chicken sandwiches?
for the Lord.
You see that Chick-fil-A commercial that's like it's like a spoof meme commercial?
This song,
Yeah.
I showed that to you.
Yeah. It's like, you don't gotta pray. Pre-blessed.
Yep.
It's like
You ain't
he's
got to
running
buy
around
your
like-
head.
he's saving people from like burning houses and shit.
You ain't
It's
got to
just
buy
like,
your head.
this guy is like
Had a Bible
doing his
study
thing
about.
over here.
We already prayed for you. Pre-blessed.
Yeah.
Pleasure to serve you.
I tried the Chick-fil-A club sandwich.
Yeah.
It's all right, but I think I just prefer the spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah. If I go to Chick-fil-A, and I don't go to Chick-fil-A a lot, but when I do, it's the spicy chicken sandwich. Now, sometimes
I go to Chick-fil-A every time we're on the road.
look
If
at
we're
what
traveling
Squirrel said.
somewhere, we're going to. Yeah, see, Squirrel Hermit likes you. At least somebody does.
If I want a club sandwich, though, I'm kicking it old school, old school club sandwich. I want that ham, turkey, and bacon and 3 pieces of bread.
Oh, from Perkins or something?
Any club sandwich, because that's a club sandwich.
Yeah, I'm just saying whenever we're driving, like to Kentucky or Georgia or something.
You're going to Chick-fil-A and Buc-ee's.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A and Buc-ee's. That's about it. It's the only place I trust anymore. Like every time I go to Chick-fil-A's, it's always good.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm looking for at this point is just something that's good.
On the way up to Mom's house on 27 that I take up, there's a Shell station right when you get to Helen, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And they've got the best fried chicken drumsticks I've ever had.
Nice.
That's why I like to stop and get on my way up to Mom's.
Right. So tell me about your game. How's your game going?
Which one?
Which ones are you playing?
Yours?
Oh, well, tell me how it's going.
It's great. I love it. It's the only game I ever want to play again.
Huh. Okay. I mean, that's very flattering, but why?
I'm not flattering. I'm telling you how it is. The party is good. I'm having fun with all the adventures and everything that we're getting into, even if I bitch about random encounters because I like to do that. But I'm just having. It is the first game that I've actually looked forward to in a long time. Plus,
Okay.
you notice how we don't have a lot of people calling out of the game.
I don't think we've had anybody call out, really.
I missed a couple of the games when I was in the hospital.
Okay, it don't count when people are in the hospital
Yeah, but
or
other
out
than
of
that,
state for family affairs.
yeah,
That don't count.
nobody's caught out of the game. Everybody's into the game, and the way that everybody else is into the game makes it
That's a
where
fact. It's been like 6 months,
the enthusiasm and the
and people are
excitement for
still all about it.
yeah, and having that from everybody else who's playing in the game makes it where everybody wants to play in the game because everybody's so excited about it.
Well, it is a fact that enthusiasm is contagious. That's just true.
It is, and yes, squirrel. And some southern gas stations have some of the best food you're ever going to have.
That's a fact. I had to explain to somebody the other day about like gizzards. They're like, "What?" It's like gizzards
Well,
are really good.
you know
I
that little.
guess I don't know who it was, but I guess they'd never heard of eating gizzards before, and it's like,
Well, you know that little gas station right there with the blue sign near Mom's house, right?
yeah,
They have a little food area in there making fried bologna sandwiches with egg on a biscuit, or for lunchtime you get you a bologna sandwich like we used to.
hell yeah, like with the bologna cut off of the giant log
Yeah,
instead of like pre-sliced. It's like that bologna's coming off of a giant freaking bologna thing, like that
I'm
big.
going. I'm going to buy one of the smaller bologna logs this summer. I'm going to smoke it.
Nice.
But yeah, everybody's so enthusiastic about the game that the excitement
Well, keep
spreads.
talking to me about this. Let's see how big my ego can get.
It's just Hyperborea is the best game. I would say Hyperborea is better than Shadowrun, and you know how I feel about Shadowrun.
I know that you do love yourself some Shadowrun.
And it's the setting for Shadowrun, but Hyperborea has the setting and the system, and I love them both.
Yeah, I went out and actually picked up a copy of Shadowrun Second Edition, the hardcover rulebook.
Nice.
I had to buy it secondhand,
Well,
but
yeah,
it's in great condition. It was not cheap,
no,
but for some reason, unless it's changed in the last week, Drive Through RPG refuses to do a print version of Shadowrun Second Edition. I don't know why. I don't know how they figure out what they're going to do print versions of or not. It's like sometimes it just seems like there's no logic
it
behind what they're choosing to print,
it could be a copyright issue too. They might have the rights to like do the PDFs and not the print.
Yeah, it could be something like that. It's like I think at least the last time I looked, you couldn't get Moldve Cook D&D in print. You can get it in PDF, but not in print. But you can get the compendium in print, and it was when I bought my version, it was cheaper than it was when it came out. So,
Remember when we had that issue where we went to Staples to print out character sheets, and we had to show the people in the book that we're allowed to print or copy the sheets?
that was just some Karen being an asshole.
Some people are like that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that did happen, guys. We went to a local Staples because we wanted to print out a shit ton of character sheets. And the idiot working behind the counter was like, "Oh, no, you can't do that. It's a copyright thing." and I had to actually show her in the book where it said that I could copy for personal use. And it was, I mean, I was just like over it with that woman. It's just like, just print the shit out.
It was BattleTech sheets.
It was BattleTech sheets. And because that was when hey Mobius, good day.
Mobius.
That was when we printed out like a shit ton of BattleTech sheets, and then my wife bought me a laminator, and I laminated all these BattleTech sheets, right? So like when Hungar and I play, we just grab our wet erase marker, make sure our sheets are clean at the end of the game. A shit ton of dice, because we use the dice to mark our offensive and our defensive modifiers, and we throw it down. And I don't know if it's just that Hunger and I are like just the most awesome gamers of all time, but we can throw down like, what do we play? 250 tons?
Yeah.
It has to be a full lance, so 4 mechs, 250 tons, and we can throw a game like that down in an hour. Just
because we got
sometimes quicker than an hour. Ask Hunger about that.
Yeah, we've got every 3025 BattleTech mech.
Any mech sheet or variant of a 3025 mech that exists, I have multiples laminated. Because that's how I do. What up, Arnman?
Arnman.
Oh, you got an ultrasound. Okay, so I have to ask, is it a boy or a girl? I mean, I'm being a funny guy, Arnman. But or maybe I'm not. Remember that one chick that always played dude characters in Dark Age Camelot?
Yeah.
Because she didn't like people knowing it was a female. So the only reason I knew she was a female is she was in my guild and she was in my voice chat. But yeah, she always played a dude character because she just didn't like being talked to by.
He was from Oregon.
Yeah, she was like a pharmacist from Oregon somewhere.
Me and her, we grouped together a lot.
Yeah, she's a good one. I liked her. She was a real one. She was around for a long, long time. Then she ended up leaving and going to WoW. So, meh.
Yeah.
Tell you, there was a lot of freaking drama though with that game too. Like people meeting each other out of game, hooking up, this, that, and the other thing. Like, geesh, man. It was like, I guess WoW's the same way, You got women leaving their husbands because they, want to be with the guy they group with in WoW.
Which is
stuff like that. Fritz has been painting a shit ton of Napoleonic the last time I saw him.
I miss Biggest Geekus.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with them. I miss. Well, I don't know if I miss them, but I can name about 10 people that used to show up all the time and now don't at all. Yeah. And I don't know if they're mad at me or they died or whatever. When you're our age, you never know. So you can't jump to conclusions and say, oh, they must hate me because they might be dead. But there were a lot of people that used to be regulars on this show, and they fell off pretty hard.
A lot of people have just quit showing up to any YouTube shows.
Well, I think that's a thing too, is sometimes, and I think it's probably not even a bad thing, maybe sometimes people just get to where they're like, yeah, I'm done, you know?
Yeah.
Uh,
And you never know what's going on in somebody's life.
you don't. Well, some people I know,
Hey, what's up, Holy Diver?
all the time.
Fast food is people. Soylent Green is people.
Yeah, I believe that. I actually prefer Soylent Orange.
I'm fond of Soylent Yellow.
Remember that?
Futurama.
Yeah, Futurama.
Just give me any people-based food.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what happened. I mean, yeah, they're okay guys. They're okay guys. I got no problem with them.
Yeah.
I watched Holy Diver's last video just the other day, but unfortunately, I miss it when it's live most of the time, unless Hungar calls me and tells me.
And I do that for you,
And he
H.
does that. Hungar will call and be like, "Hey, Holy Diver's on." I'll be like, "Oh, okay," and then I'll watch it. But a lot of times, so he had his finishing up War Machine model, and he had Stinky Guy at the comic shop, which I actually made a little comment on that one, which was just basically to say he's 100% right. But at my comic shop, I actually pulled the guy aside and I was like, "Bro, you smell like cat piss, man. You need to do something," right?
Yeah.
I didn't just like whatever, but and it's the card players 100% of the time almost. It's the card players. Because if you roll in and you're like there to play a game of 40K, right? Most of the guys I show up to play 40K with, they're like dudes like me, you know, they got jobs and shit like that. And you know, they're showing up and they're like I used to game a lot with a dude, he is a lawyer. And you know, so like everyone I gamed with was like, it wasn't like I was gaming with a bunch of just rando douchebags. These guys were like people that were out here doing shit, right? But the
I found
Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh players, oh my god.
I found there's different levels of hygiene with different levels of gamers. Like the worst are console gamers.
No, I'm just talking about people you run into at a comic shop, man.
Yeah, and then you go to the comic shop and it's the card gamers.
And it's like, dude, it's card gamers first and then role players second.
Yeah, but people who are spending all that time building and painting minis and taking care of their miniatures are taking care of themselves.
You would think. You would think. I don't know what the reason is, and it could be just a localized thing in our area, our little, you know, our little patch of heaven down here in Central Florida. But yeah, it is 100%. The freaking card gamers. A lot of those guys are just smelly guys. And people meet's okay, but you shouldn't swallow it. Yeah, you'll never get married with that attitude, Arnman.
Yeah, your boyfriend must get mad at you, bro.
Anyway, poor Arnman, he just shows up to hang out and just gets immediately dogpiled.
That's
Sorry,
how
Arnman.
that's how he knows we like him. Because I don't dog on people I don't like. I'm very polite to people
Now,
that I
I
don't.
wonder something. Arnman. Oh no, they're arcs. In Gamma World, the dog people are called arcs, not arms.
Like, remember when you were up in Kentucky and all I did was
Shut
call
up.
you names?
Shut up.
That's how you know I love you.
Yeah, that's how you know I wanted to kill you.
That's how you can tell that you're like my favorite dude.
Anyway, But yeah,
shut up, and I do.
art players for sure stinkiest, and then the next stinkiest are the role players.
But
The
sooner
one
or later-
guy that I talked to for being stinky, he was a role player, I think, now that I think about it. And I think he was there and they were playing Rogue Trader or something. And I just, I pulled him aside and I was like, look, man. Now, I don't know if he ever fixed himself. I didn't see him anymore for a while. So
Hey, Steven.
hey, Steve, what's up? Either I embarrassed the shit out of him or maybe he fixed himself. I don't know, but
Oh shit! I haven't even opened up my email from Doc.
yeah, he probably sent you that PDF, man. You need to tell me how it is.
He did. I will check it out later.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that Korean drama I sent to you?
Yeah.
It looked like something up your freaking tree.
There's a lot of good shows out right now.
Okay.
Yeah, LARPers have a stink about them too, Steven. Yeah, you are 100% true on that.
Some of the LARPers do, but where we were LARPing, that stink was called patchouli.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but freaking you go to a vampire live action game, patchouli and clove cigarettes. It's like, bleh.
The best thing that ever happened to LARP was when they outlawed clove cigarettes.
Oh, did they outlaw clove cigarettes? I didn't know that.
You can't buy like clove cigarettes or Canadian cigarettes in America anymore.
Huh.
Hey, what up, Shadwell?
Hey, Shadow, how you doing, homie? I didn't even have a chance to try and summon him this time. But I'm not going guilty. I'm just going
I've been wondering if Shadow's been pissed at me because he hasn't called me in like a month.
He's been busy, dude. Plus, he said you smelled bad. Like,
Yeah.
he totally was like, yeah, that Hungar, man, I can smell him through the phone. And I was like, yeah, I get that.
I love you too, brother. You and your deviant homosexual lifestyle.
Well, as long as you accept me for who I am. You know, telling stories like that
is hilarious. You've been flaking. Hey, didn't Jackie graduate, Shadwell?
He's definitely getting near there. I believe he's got it. He's getting close.
Man, this woman freaked me out. I stopped at the store to get gas. Went in to get a Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I had my otter shirt on because it's a cool shirt. This woman's like, man, I've got a lot of those in my backyard. I just want to shoot them. I was like, why would you want to shoot otters? And do you live by a river? She's like, no, I thought that was a groundhog. I was like, groundhogs are cool, but I'm not running around with groundhog samurai for sure.
Yeah, that's a little weird, right? Like,
Cadwell wants the link.
Oh, well, how in the hell do you mistake an otter for a groundhog?
It doesn't.
Like, I'm all like,
I think she might have been.
Like, otter and a
his internet sucks.
Thing Asmongold goes, she cheated on her boyfriend, their blood cousin.
Ew. It makes me think of that dude, that English movie.
And it was a first cousin. To kind of try to play off like full blown connection. There's Shadow, like a full blown cousin. And you know what the worst part of it was? She's from Louisville.
Ooh, brother, ooh.
Which I already said. I said Louisville. Come on. That makes sense. If my state could do anything ever, it would be to give Louisville to Ohio.
What up, Shadwell?
What's up, guys? What's up? Sorry, I've been busy doing stuff.
How was Jackie's graduation?
It was awesome. Well, there was between 700 and 900 students graduated. They had to use the football stadium for the college, and I kid you not, there must have been 15,000 people there. Couldn't hear a damn thing. Couldn't see a damn thing. But you know, he made valedictorian. He got a bunch of awards, bunch of certificates, got some money, for scholarships and stuff. All good stuff. He got a new car.
That's
Did you
awesome.
get to see any twerking?
No.
Damn it! I wouldn't have wanted to go then.
I would have wanted to go if I would have seen some twerking. I'd be like, I should have just stayed home.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna miss it. I was there in doing what I could, but he couldn't see us if he had binoculars. But it wasn't about
the otters we got up in Appalachia. The Appalachian river otters get about 3 feet long. I mean, they're no joke. The males.
What up, Daniel?
And
What's
they
up,
will
guys?
eat you up. What's up, Daniel? How you doing? What's good?
Yeah, otters are I don't know. I mean,
Oh.
I don't think you could make a pet out of one. I don't know that
Oh,
you want
no.
to.
You can.
Yeah.
There's people online that's got the little Japanese and Chinese otters.
Yeah, they cut the first knuckle of their toes off, right?
Not this guy. He's an
No,
animal.
they do. Look,
This guy runs a zoo.
dude, I know the one guys you're talking about, the man and his wife, and they got the couple of otters, and I'm telling you right now, they cut their claws off.
Now, this is a guy who's got one otter, and he got her when she was a little pup and like hand raised her.
Well, anyway, no,
I'd still
they're
be
really
leery.
kind of too smart to be pets. That's really their issue.
Yeah, declawing an animal like that is just wrong.
And that's a thing they do. And I'm against it. So
if I was reincarnated, I'd want to come back as an Amazonian river otter. I'd want to run fade on jaguars and shit,
try to run a fade on a jaguar,
eat
Yeah,
like
right.
demons and stuff.
right?
Yeah, I would refuse to come back at all if I had to be reincarnated. Be like, fuck you, ain't doing it.
Well, if God tells me I'm going to be doing something, I'm going to be like, yes, Lord God.
I don't think you get a choice, Shadow.
I don't think it's a real thing, and I don't think it's mentioned even
It's not
once
a
in
real
my-
thing. Let's not get into this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeesh.
Shadwell, relax, fool.
I wanted to declaw my last girlfriend.
Hell yeah.
See, that I can understand. That should be legal. A misogynist would say.
among other things. Yeah.
I put the hell yeah I am in misogynist.
I think I'm going to get some T-shirts made with some of the pictures that Cold Irons made for me.
Nice.
I would buy them. I'd buy them for $1.
Well, I don't know how much they'll sell them for, but the miniatures I showed off, 2 of them are already on the way.
Nice.
What? Yeah. What?
Don't
Do you have
make-
miniatures?
So I need to go on Etsy and find somebody that's got a good STL of a Pomeranian and ask if they can make the Pomeranian an inch tall at the back, so that the Pomeranian can be a giant Pomeranian next to my miniature, which is 4 centimeters at tall. So it's a 40 millimeter figure, which means it's going to be a little taller than your average figure, but that's fine because I'm a little taller than your average figure anyway. So now I just need the giant Pomeranian to be with me. And then I might make myself and my Pomeranian the ultimate big bad guys of the whole campaign.
Nice.
Right? When they finally meet the pirate lord that's been messing with them, it'll be me. They'll be like, "What's your name?" "James." Right?
Yep.
Ah, shit.
Ah, shit.
I tried dry brushing something and it's a little bit too much paint, and that means now
Oh, yeah.
I gotta wash it now when I'm done. When I get to
Yeah.
that point, freaking hate that. I was just talking about that this morning.
Oh, I watched your show this morning, but I was hanging out with the wife and
Which one, the
sister.
live or the video?
I watched it live.
Oh, okay, not the video then.
Yeah, it was you and
I'm
you,
gonna be AFK for a few minutes,
and
guys.
then at
Yeah, it was
some
just me.
point, I think Unchained and whatever was on.
No, that was yesterday's video.
Okay, then today was Mage's Musing.
Nope, today was just me solo. It sucked. No, it
Oh,
didn't
sorry,
suck. It was
man.
just hard. Doing 2 hours solo is kind of rough. But sometimes it's gonna happen. But yeah, I had
Yeah.
Mages on yesterday, Bloodworth the day before, I think, or
I was on a couple days ago.
yeah.
I got up though and like immediately was ordered to go to our local Vietnamese donut shop and buy coffees and donuts and stuff by my wife. So
Gotcha.
I did order a shirt that I wonder if it's going to piss everyone off when it gets here. It's a Slavic black sun. Have you ever seen one of those?
No,
It's
but if you mean it's going to piss off your viewers, no. If you mean it's going to piss off randos, who cares?
yeah, the Slavic black sun. Also, the Vikings used it. Is kind of like a sun wheel with 8 arms,
Mm-hmm.
and it curves around like a circle. So it's
Well, as long
almost
as
like a broken circle, but with 8 arms.
As long as it's not the pinwheel of peace, I think we're all good.
The pinwheel of peace. Yeah. Oh, pal.
Oh man, I hope he feels better soon.
Yep.
Yeah, Dean. Sorry. Why am I not seeing chat? Oh, there we go. Sorry about this morning. I honestly didn't see the blue dot or hear the beep, although I was let you in. Would have been
Who?
much. Dean, I guess he tried to come in this morning to my show, and I didn't get a notification, didn't see the blue dot, didn't hear the noise, nothing. So it was just
It
me.
happens
And
sometimes.
yeah, it sucks.
It does.
Well, it's that time, guys, for me to go start dinner.
Yeah.
No worries, Hungar. Good seeing you. I'll call you this week.
You better, you slime. You don't even answer my phone calls lately.
When did you call last?
Last month.
Last month. Well, thanks for narrowing it down, buddy.
Well,
Right?
it's only 11 days into the new month, so like a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, is it me or is this month just flying by?
It's flying by.
The older you get, man,
I'm
it's
telling
like
you, man.
the older you get, the faster time goes.
All
That's
right.
the rule.
Love you, brother. Love you, Shadwell. My other brother.
Right
from
back at you,
another
brother.
I see
I
you
will,
later.
I will
homie.
see you. Hopefully
All
tomorrow.
right, everybody. Y'all be good. Squirrel, Steve, Iron Man, Mobius, everybody else in the chat.
Was Arn in here? Oh my god, I haven't talked to Arn in forever, man.
Holy Diver.
Dropped in a few times lately, and Holy Diver's working, but he's listening.
That's awesome.
I'll be looking forward to those reels you send me later on. Holy Diver. All right, like they say in France.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salami. Peace.
Yeah.
Take care, Hungar. And you too, Squirrel. I'll give you a call probably tomorrow if you're available.
I never tell anyone to call me because chances of me answering are so slim.
And you're probably on a live stream.
No, because I lose my phone sometimes for like days at a time.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, it's somewhere in the house.
You're right. I lost my freaking
If I
ATM
need
card.
it, I'll just ask my wife to call it, and then that way I can find it.
I lost my ATM card. It took me like 10 days to get it back. I couldn't freaking buy a damn thing online. It was, I was going through withdrawals, man. Hey, check this out. You
What
got
am I
to get a
looking
kick
at?
out of this.
Oh, that's cool. Is that like a dead guy on a throne?
No, it's a dwarf, man.
Oh, cool.
Oh, shit.
I asked because one of the Conan miniatures is the actual dead guy on the throne.
Nice. Yeah,
And
I
one of the
realized.
adventures you can play from the new Conan game
Mhm.
is the scenario where you're being chased through the steppes by the wolves and you go into the cave.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got the new Monolith Conan game. It's not bad. You know, that's basically all I can say about it, really. It's not, it's fast. And one thing about the game is it like tells you up front that you're probably not going to be running like year-long campaigns with that game.
Yeah, that whole genre really doesn't play the way D&D does.
And that's kind of what they tell you. They're like, this
I-
game is designed for you to run quick campaigns of just whatever you're doing and then move on with your life.
Yeah, the Savage Sword game by Red Room. I managed to squeak out about 6 months of a campaign with that. And it started out with like 8 players, ended up down with 3 or 4, and there was a blow up, and I'm like, fuck this. I'm done
Well,
with you guys.
the Monolith game actually says it's better with fewer people.
Oh yeah. It's not meant for what I was trying to do, but I was running it through its paces, and I'll run it again someday. But it's hard. I mean, because if you're trying to play a Conan-esque game, 3, 4 tops. Anyone trying to tell me specifically it's got to be 3 or it's got to be 2, just shut the hell up. You could, if you can't make it work, at least for a little while, then you need to hang up your DM hat and just go play.
Well, that is the whole thing, though, right? You could be running a Conan game with 2 or 3 guys, but then if a couple of guys wanted to join for a while, you could come up with like a whole reason why they recruited those guys into the party to,
do the
go
thing.
do the thing. And then if you lose
Absolutely.
players, it don't matter because, those players.
They ran
went
off in the middle of the night
or
because they were
whatever.
cowards.
What?
They ran off in the middle of the night because they were cowards.
Or whatever. Yeah.
That's
the beauty of
literally
it.
what you're going to do, because anybody who bails from a game at this point on me, without like some real big family thing, I'm just done with that shit. Either you're in it, I no more tourists is my point.
Well, I think that there is sadly in the online gaming space this situation where people too quickly maybe give their word to do a thing.
Yep.
And then don't do the thing.
Yeah.
And then they don't understand that, look, when you told this guy and all these other players you were going to be there, that's an obligation you made.
Yep.
And by not showing up, you're breaking your word.
Well, not just that, but it's like if you were real world joining a football team, or let's just say a softball team, right? Old guys playing some softball. You're in a league, and you bounce, without a family emergency or a health issue, something serious, I'm not gonna, begrudge you, hey, some legitimate thing, But if you're just like, yeah, I ain't feeling it no more, well, lose my number. You just let down the whole fucking team because your mood swings are freaking, you know. Uh,
Yeah, I had Hassan glazing me earlier. We were talking about, I was asking about the Hyperborea game. And he said the thing he likes the most about the Hyperborea game is the fact that in 6 months, we've barely had anyone call out. Like he had to miss a game or two because he's in hospital. Hey, Mike, I
what's up,
had
Mike?
we had to miss a game or two because I went to Kentucky, but like no one calls out. Honors in short supply these days. I don't even know. Yeah, I agree with that, but I'm not even talking about honor. I'm just talking about obligation.
Well, your words,
If you
your
do
bond.
something, just do it. Unless because everyone always leaves the caveat. If your cat's sick, your wife's doing something, you feel like you got to go hang out with your wife's boyfriend, something like that. Okay, fine. But unless there's something like that going on, mood swings. That reminds me of one of the bands I really like is Stabbing Westward, and one of their songs I always loved was called Violent Mood Swings.
Mm-hmm.
And they have kind of a hip hop version of it on the original Clerks. But yeah, I mean, it's just part of being a man.
Word is
Really.
bond, dude. Exactly. If you say you're going to be there, fucking be there. Even if you don't feel good. You know how many times in the last year I ran a game where I felt like shit, but still ran it anyways? You just fucking power through it. It's a fucking game. It's not, it's not like a 10-mile hike through the fucking snow and bullets and shit. It's a fucking game. Something you're supposed to be,
Somebody pissed you
passionate
off.
about. No. Just tired of the freaking, the bullshit.
He and Bloodworth can get together and talk about it.
Yeah.
Because he's always having people bail out of his games too.
Yeah, but he's a little more okay with that because he misses more of his own games than anybody else, I think, or at least a commensurate amount. And I'm like, I don't think I've missed one of his games in years, literally. Even if I'm not feeling it, I can just sit here at my table and paint and whatever, and roll my dice, and provide the role that my character's supposed to provide, practically in my sleep. I've been doing this for so long. It's not hard.
Blue Oyster
Play that shit. Yeah, fuck yeah. I love those guys. They're actually still playing here.
I was telling him because the other day we were talking about bands, and I was like, Shadow loves Blue Oyster Cult, so
they're the ultimate gaming band. They're the only band I know of, or the first band I should say I know of that wrote songs about playing role playing games.
Yeah, they definitely wrote songs about some fantasy novels.
Yeah, they wrote several songs with Michael Moorcock.
Right.
So I mean, top that.
Well, I can't top that, but I can tell you, '90s punk or pop sensation Weezer has a whole song that talks about having his 12-sided die and going to play the game. So Weezer has a song about playing D&D too. But then again, they were always kind of like nerd rock,
Fly those colors, man. Sing about what
you're
you know.
shaking your head like you don't know who Weezer is.
No, I've heard of them. I couldn't name a song, but I've heard of them because
Hawkwind is pretty sweet too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawkwind sounds like it would be an awesome Hyperborean character's last name.
I was in a heroic game of bears, and he got kind of bent that I chose that as a name for my elf. But I was like, that's just what they call me because my elven name is too hard to pronounce. And he's
Right.
like, no elf would ever have a name like that. I'm like, why not? I mean, again, he wanted me to
I
run
would totally allow it.
he wanted me to run a pre-gen like every one of his games, and I'm like, then I'm not interested. I'm not playing a pre-gen. You
Some
know,
people really like the pre-gens. I did a pre-gen for Hyperborea, but you know what I did? I made 60 pre-gens. And then I
right,
just threw the stack on the table and said, you guys can go through here, pick whichever one you want. And that's what they did.
right. But when Bear does it, it's a little bit more, um, with something specific in mind. You know,
Well,
and
I
I'm
get
okay with
that.
that.
He's probably trying to set the characters up to match the campaign.
Right, and what do you call it? Play testing and things like that. I get it,
Yeah.
but
But you didn't
uh,
like it. I mean,
well,
it's
no, I think that when I want to play a character, I want to play a character that I kind of came up myself with,
right.
and I'm in the mood to play that particular exact kind of character. And even if I'm not in the mood, it's like it's my fucking character. I made it, so damn right I want to play it. Maybe not right
Right.
this second, but that's just me. Everybody else, has their own thoughts and opinions on pre-gens, and
Hey,
you know,
I might take the whole Hawkwind thing and say that my Hyperborean character and his Pomeranian, he is called James Hawkwind of
that sounds good.
Hyperborean.
And Hawkwind actually did a lot of songs based on not just my buddy Roger Zelazny's books, but a lot of other D&D fantasy stuff. And I mean,
Right.
that's where we should be, uh, as gamers, at least for a stretch. You know what I mean? When especially like when we're first getting into it, we should like find the music that's talking about the game. That's why the 40K genre has so much music, and it's
It
so
does.
well received within its group because it's right there. This is the thing. You know, this is what you're into. This is what they're into. Let's do that thing. Let's
I tell
you
you
know
what, though, there's no one on the planet that hates 40K more than hardcore 40K fans. It's like, that is just the way it is. The more
Yeah,
hardcore a 40K fan is, the more they hate 40K.
I don't know how that works exactly, but okay.
Well, because the super hardcore 40K guy is always a lore guy. You see what I mean? And
Okay.
every time Games Workshop changes some bit of the lore, your hardcore 40K guy is the one that's the most pissed about it.
Well, yeah, because now suddenly everything has changed because of no good reason.
And I used to be that guy, pretty hardcore. you know, they would change something and I'd just be like, ah,
Why
ah.
was it okay, but it's not okay now? That's all I got to ask.
Right.
Exactly, Stephen.
It's just
Exactly.
a company that doesn't really know who their freaking. When
Audiences.
I was a teen, all those bands you just mentioned there, Steve, were in the playlist for sure. But for me, it was mostly Iron Maiden because
And,
some of you
and
might
and why did you
notice that
not
I'm like
mention
into
Judas Priest?
history.
I got to ask, where's the priest in that list?
Juice Priest is in the top 10.
But it's not on that list, Stephen Kennedy. What's up, Holy Diver?
It's not a top 3
Oh, for me, it's top, absolutely top three.
because, like I said, I'm a history nut. So
Hmm.
you know I'm going to love Iron Maiden. They're
Sure.
like the heavy metal history professors.
Hmm.
You know, like the first time I ever even heard of the Crimean War, it was from the Trooper.
It's a great. That's a great song. That whole album is, I think, probably my favorite. Peace of Mind is probably my favorite Maiden album.
Peace of
Next
Mind
to
is my
Killers.
favorite album.
Next to Killers.
No. Power Slave. Power
Oh
Slave.
yeah, I didn't like that one. That's where I stopped listening to them. Believe it or not.
Power Slave?
Yeah.
They have a whole song about like sword fighting,
Hmm.
flash of a blade, and then
Sure.
the whole Egyptian god guy, tell
Mhm.
me why I have to be a power slave. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun. I don't want to die. I mean, really? Of course, I've heard of Sabaton. As a matter of fact, Bruce, I won't admit to crying, but when I watch Christmas Truce,
Oh
I
no,
felt
Dio's
my eyes
way up
get a
there.
little misty, just a little
Di-
misty.
Dio's up there, and Ozzy has fallen off the top 100.
No, he said Sabbath.
I know he said. I know. Ozzy solo, completely off my list. I
Well,
just
to me, even though I do like Dio with Sabbath, Sabbath is gotta be with like Ozzy, That it's just, I'm not trying to be like whatever, it's just my preference. But
Mhm.
yeah, Number of the Beast, man, I wore that CD.
Oh, absolutely. You could almost, depending on who you listen to, etc., credit Black Sabbath for heavy metal, almost entirely. But I don't know that to be true. But I've heard it said many a time, and it wouldn't surprise me, and it wouldn't change anything about my love of metal if that was the case. But I've also heard Deep Purple and a few
Either
other.
Deep Purple or Black Sabbath was
And
like the start of metal.
and both are equally fine with me. I don't own a single Deep Purple album. I met them, but that was when Joey Lynn Turner was mincing as the lead man, and I'm like, I'm out.
Well, I have to admit something here. I kind of despise Deep Purple.
I really
I-
liked Street of Dreams. That was my
I like.
favorite song of theirs. I love that song, as a matter of fact.
Which one?
Street of Dreams.
Yeah, it is.
That was a big hit in the 80s or 90s, I want to say.
Yeah.
But I actually met the band. I also met Sharon Osbourne, and
Sharon.
and it was either Y&T or Black and Blue. I met backstage at a concert, and Joey Lynn Turner just was like, "Oh dear God," just super, super, super a certain way, and it's like, yeah, you shouldn't be leading a metal band. I hear Cinderfella's looking for a new lead. Maybe try over there.
Hey, I saw Cinderella in concert and they kicked ass.
I saw him in concert too.
I know, that's why you said it. You're like, I'm going to mess with James. I saw Cinderella opening for David Lee Roth when he was solo.
Nice. I wish
It
I
was,
could have met him.
I think it was Eat 'em and Smile or whatever.
Hmm.
Tiny Tim. Are we going to tiptoe through the tulips?
And I used to live. I used to live 3-5 doors down from the lead guitarist for Twisted Sister. Love that band. Can't stand Dee Snider now. I'd like to punch him right in his fucking smug freaking
You are
retard face.
angry. Calm down, Shadow.
Not angry at all. I'm actually
Calm
having
down.
a blast, dude. You should see how much shit I've gotten done in the last couple of days. Just
Yeah,
clipping.
you're powered by rage, apparently.
No.
Oh, Dream Theater. Somebody's been hanging out with freaking Max Lau. Dream Theater. Freaking what's that Canadian band that a certain type of people all love? Freaking
Queensryche?
Some shit.
Queensryche, yeah, freaking hate those guys. I saw them
Silent
open.
Lucidity. It's like, what is this?
I saw them open for ACDC, and while I'm not the biggest ACDC fan, I'd rather watch ACDC, listen to ACDC, freaking for the rest of my life if it meant I would never have to freaking remember Queensryche even existed.
And what's weird is the Queensryche fans are like weird about it. They can't just like Queensryche. They gotta like act like if you don't like Queensryche, you're freaking there's something wrong for you or something. And it's like, no, they just suck. I just don't like Queensryche. Sorry. Manowar, oh my god, back in the 90s,
Yeah.
listening to Manowar sing about freaking basically Warhammer fantasy battles.
Or Pantera, or what was that other band that was really big? But Queensryche, I even hate their fucking name. As soon as I heard the name, I was like, oh, I'm gonna hate these guys.
Like one of my favorite songs though is Sabaton, the song about the Swiss Guard. That's a freaking amazing song.
The guitarist from Death Clock. Why would someone write a song about him?
Not Swiss Guard, the Swiss Guard.
Come on, that was funny.
It was though. I got it too. I was like, Swiss Guard Swigelf, taller than a tree.
I love that
Wolf,
show.
dude.
I love
Not
that
a
show.
bumblebee. I love that show. And I love the music too. That's what's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
Is
Oh,
they, for a cartoon made up band, those guys rock. They're pretty badass, you know.
they're some of the best metal of all time. Easily top 20.
Yeah, like,
Seriously.
do you like coffee straight from the hills
Oh.
of Colombia?
Oh, dude, that must have been amazing. Except opening for Judas Priest. Fuck. I don't even remember. You know what? Was that during Screaming for Vengeance? Because if that's the case, I might have seen him, but I was too blown out of my mind to remember.
Weren't you making fun of me the other day because I told you I was listening to Turbo Lover and you're like, you should be listening to some other. I was like, what? I
That
like Turbo Lover, just so you know.
here's the thing. As I grew up and listened to lyrics, I realized just how a certain way a lot of the lyrics were in a lot of songs. If it was written by Halford, you know, there's some man on man action in those lyrics. Just saying.
Yeah, but when I hear it, it's dude on chick action. So
I know. I
It's okay.
try to remove that from my brain, but every
I
once in a
told
while,
you the one penis rule. I have the one penis rule.
and every man should.
Yeah. I'm
If
not
there's
getting involved in a devil's three-way.
right,
Molly Hatchet, not only did they have, yes, Molly Hatchet had some of the best album covers of all time because they always got Frank Frazetta to do their albums.
right,
And
but
it was always like Death Diller on the horse.
I can only remember that one song, and I can't even remember the name of the song by Molly Hatchet. Otherwise, their musical career was kind of meh. They weren't played on the radio a lot.
No, they were pretty much kind of very regional. Like growing up, like when I would come down, when I was a teenager and I'd come down to Florida, you'd hear Molly Hatchet on like the rock channels. But yeah, I think Molly Hatchet might be from like Flirting with Disaster.
That's what I thought was their big.
Yeah,
claim
that
to
was
fame.
one you would hear quite a bit. But I think they're from like Alabama or Florida or something like that.
I literally can remember hearing more Nazareth than ever Molly Hatchet. on the
Oh
radio.
my God.
And those guys, those were some bad motherfuckers.
Are they?
Fuck yeah.
I don't know about them being bad motherfuckers, but I know I sat in my room in the dark after many a breakup listening to Love Hurts.
You know that was an Everly Brothers song?
I do.
Okay. Which blows my mind. I mean, when I first thought about it, now, obviously,
Whoever the
Everly
lead
Brothers were
singer-
huge. You couldn't have been alive in that era, at that age and not have heard of them. But to turn it around, that was like the first time anybody really turned around a like a bebop, freaking 50s bubblegum, whatever you want to call it, kind of tune and turned it metal and made it work. the next was, of course, Crimson and Clover by Joan Jett. But, again, that was girl on girl action, and, you had to let it slide because it was Joan Jett.
Some fools dream of happiness.
Now you're
Right?
messing with the son of a bitch, man. About 8 times. Nice, Mobius. I would give good money to hop in a
Marshall
car.
Tucker, hell yeah, Marshall Tucker,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
And Pure Prairie League. Think about this. That one chick, Alicia Keys, got famous by singing the snippet at the very end of Amy by Pure Prairie League. Because you remember, Amy, what
Dude.
you gonna do?
Robbie
I
Robertson
think-
and the band, fuck yeah.
Anyway, but do you hear what I'm saying, Shadow? The
Oh,
song Amy, right?
yeah.
And at the very end of it, it goes, falling in and out of love with you. And
Rita
Alicia
Ford-
Keys does the whole song. I keep on falling in and out of love. It was just Pure Prairie League.
I saw Lita Ford and Twisted Sister and Y&T in a concert, and I was never a big fan. I give it to her. She went through. She earned her star, if you will, but just I'm not into blondes, so she did nothing for me, and her music was just
She was
Kind of
an
mediocre.
oddity. That's all she was. She was like an oddity, like a strange thing, a curiosity. She was not actually like anything I would ever go on my way.
right, and
You know,
the whole background with the Runaways and that whole freaking I'm a bitch attitude. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You're gonna
Yeah.
see the back of my hand before you're gonna see anything else. Just fuck that. There's no room in Shadow's world for women that they come across like that. You are just nothing but trouble. She bought you a beer in '90. Nice.
yeah. But you
Whereas
know
like
what?
Joan Jett, she never came across like that. She came across as like severely damaged, which is not really attractive, but she was physically attractive to me anyways. I guess it's
I'm just
personal
saying
taste.
that you guys are messing with the son of a bitch.
I think I used that line a minute ago, but
You
you're
did,
welcome to
and I brought it back
it because it's
because it
fucking
needed to come back again.
that freaking song. I mean, damn, that song just comes out hard, man.
Yeah,
fucking
like
note.
right from the beginning, it's just like,
Boom. Boom.
yeah,
It's on.
I've heard about you. Yeah, man. And now you're messing with a.
Plasmatics, Wendy O. Williams. Oh my god. Same thing, man. That chick was just fucking dude, what was that movie she was in? That prison movie? Just like, dude, those fucking feet must have reeked from fucking a mile away. She refused to take off those boots. No matter what she was doing, she would not take off those boots. It didn't matter. You would never see her feet, and I'm guessing because there's hooves inside those boots.
Oops.
Have you ever seen Wendy O. Williams? That chick ain't human.
No.
She's a straight up Cambion or Alu demon. Just saying.
No, I don't even know who you're talking about.
Wendy O. Williams from the Plasmatics.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Oh, she was the poster child for daddy issues and everything that could possibly go wrong with a woman.
I have no idea who she is or what she did.
Just look her up. Wendy
I'll
O.
have
Williams
to.
and Plasmatics.
The only Wendy O I can think of was in did Maps. What is that band?
no idea.
She also did Off With Your Head. Off With Your Head.
Not ringing a bell.
Dead. Okay.
Your mother was her classmate? Wow, yeah, I bet she has got some stories. And that means you're probably pretty young in comparison to some of us, just saying. Maybe not.
Maybe is it Wendy O I'm thinking of, or am I thinking?
She's
maybe
like I want to say she either had like always like really really dykey short hair, or like a fucking mohawk.
The
Maybe
one I'm
both?
thinking of has short black hair,
No, it was blonde.
and she's in a band called the Yeah Yeah Yeahs,
No, not her.
which is more
Maybe-
of a
maybe
modern
later,
kind
but
of
hey.
punk progressive band. So yeah, not the same person.
But she was in
Yeah,
this.
Bruce ain't wrong. Molly Hatch is right there between 38 Special and Foghat.
I love 38 Special, but I can't really get into Foghat. I had a roommate that was big into them, but they were just a little bit before my time and just a little too mediocre. Just, slightly hard rock, but no real. I don't know.
You know what I know about Foghat?
Take care, Mobius.
Catch you later, Mobius.
They like free rides,
No.
slow
That
ride.
at the beginning of Paul's Boutique, Hey Ladies by the Beastie Boys,
Uh huh.
when they're in the Cadillac, they're listening to an 8-track of Foghat.
Okay. Yeah, they just they weren't bad, but they were just just like I don't know, not my thing.
Hey Ladies.
Another
Get
badass.
funky.
Like it was weird. These guys were like pretty fucking hardcore, but they wrote "Dancing in the Moonlight." But
Oh yeah, I saw those guys. They look like
King
they
Diamond?
beat you up.
King Diamond, man, I wouldn't fuck with them for all the tea in China. Like, yes, sir. How do you wait, sir? Buy you a beer? Just like ain't
And
fucking
they
with
were
those guys.
dancing in the moonlight.
Right, but
Everybody's feeling.
oh, you're
us.
60. Okay, trip out. Okay, you're actually a little bit older than me. Yeah. But that song is so like happy. You know what I mean? It's like right out of the Flower Child era. Uh, you know,
Yeah.
but it's a great song. Love that fucking song.
Well, speaking of though, King Diamond, the album that has Welcome Home on it,
Mhm.
one thing they did is like that whole album, every single song is part of one story.
Oh, really? I can get into
Yeah.
that.
So Welcome Home, when he's like, Grandma, and all that.
Yeah.
Well, the whole album, every single song is part of one story.
That's awesome.
That I don't know if they did that with every album they ever did, but that one is that way. Yeah. And he's like, Grandma, what was it like to be
son.
Yeah. I think it's called The Family Ghost.
Not
I
familiar,
think the
but
name of the album is The Family Ghost. But Welcome Home is just a part of a whole album that kind of like Thick as a Brick. Jethro Tull's Thick as a Brick. That's
That's
like
another one of those
thing
bands-
of a theme.
like everybody was like, "Oh, these guys are the best." And I'm like, "Are they?" I'm not. I don't know. Just-
Look, Shadow. Come on, man.
I put them right there with Supertramp. No, that's not fair. I hate Supertramp.
I like Supertramp.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Isn't Supertramp the one that does the like, take a look at my girlfriend?
Yeah.
She's the only one I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that song. Take a trip across the water. I mean, what's wrong with you?
It depends on who you ask, but
Yeah, right.
I just here's the thing. You ever had one of those fevers where you're freaking hallucinating, like hardcore hallucinating? I had one, and like I only remember two things about that hallucination, that fever, and I
Yeah.
never had a fever like that before. It was one that song, the Logical song was playing, and I'm like, I'm like 12, I'm like, what the hell is this shit? I hate this, right? And the other thing I remember was that a UFO landed in my backyard, and out came the creature from the Black Lagoon, and I didn't get out of bed for 3 days. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Springsteen except for the original "Blinded by the Light," and Tom Petty is a national treasure. So
I like Logical Song. I love Tom Petty and I hate the boss.
there was a time, once upon a time, where he could have been the shit, right? Just like Billy Joel. But then they both started sucking off the Clintons' cock, both of them, and they lost me. Like Billy Joel
Billy
was
Joel can like whoever he likes politically. I still love like 90% of his songs.
yeah, but dude, would you ever invite Bill and Hillary up on stage after everybody knew about all the shit they did?
No, but can you imagine the music I'd be doing? I'd be up there doing Erica.
Miami
So,
2017, man. He predicted all the
yeah.
shit that's going on now, but he's still sold out.
Yeah, well, he's an idiot. He's from up north. I don't expect much of him. But that doesn't mean he didn't do great music. He did great music.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Like
I have
from an Italian restaurant, like that whole album.
Strangers, a freaking tour de force. 52nd Street, same thing. Even that weird song.
Uptown Girl, that shit was awesome.
He started to lose me after Glass Houses, but all the way up till then, I
Man.
had read his biography and all kinds of shit. I was a huge fan.
Always a woman to me and fucking
yeah.
The
Stranger.
Yeah, sometimes I sing to my wife the whole "You may be right, I may be crazy, but it
that whole
album,
lunatic, Glass Houses was fucking still rock and roll to me. Oh my god, that was probably the first song I knew was his, and I'm like, oh my god, this song is his.
Yeah. Take a look at the clothes you're wearing. Can't you see that you're out of touch? Right? Yeah.
Great song, but
so I don't care who he likes. I like his music. He's just
but see, don't you get
he's
it?
just some old dude. Who cares?
Who might have been on the Epstein list now that I know that.
You know what? If I followed your rules, I wouldn't be allowed to like anybody.
Welcome to my world. You're lucky I'm here.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Knowing what I know, I got to be careful because
I have never in my life liked AC/DC or Aerosmith. Those are like party bands that if I'm at a party, at a bonfire, drinking beer when I was a kid, and they were on the radio, I didn't like freak out and want to throw the radio into.
What about Draw the Line? That song is amazing.
Nope.
Kings and Queens.
Don't give a shit about it.
Dream On, even.
Nope.
Great songs.
Nope.
Yes. Steven Tyler is a scumbag, but those songs.
I'm not saying it because of any personal reason. I just don't like their songs.
You can just smell him a mile away.
I just don't like their songs. You know what I wanted to listen to back in the day? 1984. When I was out in the field and we were having a bonfire party and drinking freaking Old Milwaukee's Best, I wanted 1984 on.
Okay.
Hot for Teacher and all that shit. That's what I want. Because I like that old Van Halen shit. You know what I mean? Diamond Dave, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's a blast from the past. Probably nobody here will be on board with. Little River Band.
Yeah, I've heard of Little River Band.
Night Owls.
Mountain. No, are they the ones that did Mississippi Queen?
No.
What'd they do?
They did Night Owls. They did
Lizard People. Exactly.
That was my favorite song of theirs. Lady, not the Styx version.
Yeah, because as soon as you said lady, I went to lady.
Yeah.
I went right to Styx.
Which is really weird because it was sung by one of the gayest men in freaking rock and roll.
Dude, think about it. Halford wrote so many love songs. And then when you look back on it, you're like, What am I listening to here? I mean, is he singing about his boyfriend?
Actually, from what
Which you brought up when I brought up Turbo Lover. You're like,
he like I'm going by just stories now, no hard evidence, but he like Freddie Mercury in the beginning of his life was straight, according to the stories. So I could see something traumatic happening, and you're just like, "Fuck women, I'm gonna," you know. But I could see how that could be a thing, you know.
I can't see it at all.
Well, maybe they did jail time.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just got bored. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe if you're so famous that you can have every woman and you've had every woman, you just feel like, yeah, I think I'll sleep with men now.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't. Okay. What about Black Oak, Arkansas? Anybody ever heard of them?
No?
Yeah.
Let's not go for the most obscure bands ever. That's crazy.
Well,
hey, Janet, how you doing?
I had this book back in the late '70s of all the quote unquote metal bands out there, and they were high on the list. And
Never even heard of that.
For the life of me, I don't even know one. So I don't even know what they sound like. But they were like freaking, instrumental, pardon the pun, in the creation of heavy metal. And I'm like, yeah, well, big impact, right?
Yeah. Like,
who are they? Where were they?
Their impact was so huge.
Janet, my
no
one
one
true love,
literally knows
Bruce
about
is finally coming on strong. It knew it was just a matter of time, right, Bruce? Just can't hold back anymore.
I'll tell you what, Bruce.
Oh shit!
You got to roll with like, I say open and you'll obey. Mouth, legs, everything on display. Yeah, grab you by your pretty neck, choke you till you say my name. See.
Wow.
One person besides me knows that song.
I hope that is literally the case.
That is a song.
I believe you. I'm terrified.
What are you terrified about?
Well, because if you said that in any other context but here, or in the privacy of your own bedroom, you'd probably be looking at jail time somewhere.
No, I doubt it.
Yeah, definitely you could get away with that in California.
No, I mean, some people like shit rough.
Yeah. There's a difference between rough and non-consensual.
Hey, I said open and you obey. That's consent right there. If I'd said open and they said no, fuck yourself, that'd be a different story.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You hope you got a good lawyer.
I got the best lawyer. What are you even doing? Shadow, you're losing your mind over here, man.
No, man, I'm just giving you a little taste of your own medicine.
So I'm like, what is Shadow doing?
It's been a long week, and I thought I would come over here and hang out with my bro, and just
Oh no, I'm loving it. This is like the most fun I've had in a while.
All right. Well, I won't tell your wife if you won't.
I mean, I've had fun on your show quite a few times too.
Oh, hells yeah.
It's fun just sitting here bullshitting around a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It's all good,
with
man.
The bros. No, That song is an AI song from an AI album about dating women who read weird books.
They're all weird.
And
all books are weird.
No, we're talking about the kind of women that read Morning Glory Milk Farm and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they have another song.
Be careful, we don't want to corrupt poor Janet. She's never heard of such things.
I'm sure. And they've got another song called Dating a Reader that talks about how if you date one of those chicks that's into those books, you have to accept the fact that you're not her first boyfriend. Because the guy in the book is actually her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like the real life person.
Yes, Bruce, he is.
I just drove by and pointed at it. I'm not visiting nothing.
That is a fantastic way to put it. I love that. Sometimes, man, you have such colorful phrases. Makes me wish I grew up in the South.
Well, me too. I wish you grew up in the South too. I wish everyone did. I wish the North was a barren wasteland with no one in it.
Invite Janet on. She has
I could put the
thoughts
link
about the
in.
weird
She's
book.
always welcome.
Yeah.
She knows
She's,
that.
she's family. She ain't one of the boys though. She's just family.
Yeah. I did get Cold Iron to do an alien thing, and it was so scary I didn't send it to you because I was like, that's horrifying.
I'll send you a horrifying AI alien picture. I got it right on the first time, and it literally to this day gives me chills. 'Cause I was
Yeah,
describing an
you
alien
did Janet
for
as
my
a
travel.
alien hybrid shadow,
Sorry, what?
and it was horrifying.
Hmm.
It was like the worst. No, I have not seen any of that. She's cleaning the house. Well, exactly what a woman should be doing, a misogynist would say. See, as long as you say a misogynist would say, you can get away with shit.
Yeah. I'm not trying that out to see if you're right.
Like you could say something racist as long as you say a racist would say, you're good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, my plan to never get divorced is to keep causing my wife problems. Because
That was a bold
most
strategy, Connor.
divorces are caused by boredom. So the worst thing you can do is solve your wife's problems because then she'll get bored. So the right answer is to cause problems so that she never gets bored. And then she'll never divorce you. See? Makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Right?
I never heard that one before.
Right. I have been married 23 years.
I don't even know how many years for me, but
I have been married longer than every single other relationship I've ever had in my entire life combined.
that's the way it should be, I think.
Yeah, but I've had 3 wives, so think about that for a second.
I, on the other hand, am going to have to go many, many more years of being married before that'll happen because I had some very long relationships, and I got married first time at I was like 40 or something.
Huh. Well, if you believe in astrology, as some of the women I dated did, it was because I was an Aries, and I always ended up not really making it past a year. But for the longest time, again, if you believe in astrology, I don't. For the longest time, yeah, I love that. For the longest time. Anyway,
sorry.
Oh, you got me.
Well, that was funny.
Like every woman I dated was a Sagittarius. So you know how women love astrology?
Yeah, because racism for women.
Relationships didn't work is because I'm an Aries and they were Sagittarius. And
Yeah,
Sagittarius, I don't know if you know that or not, but that Sagittarius is the sign of the whore. Because they cannot stay faithful to anyone. It don't matter how big you are, how good you are in bed. It does not matter. They're going to cheat on you. Because they get bored and they're going to cheat on you. And then Aries will just end up wandering away eventually. And then I got with an Aquarius. They're the sign of stubborn. And I've been with them for 23 years because it's like, yeah.
I am right there with you, Bruce. Although most of my ex-girlfriends were Cancers. Go figure. Probably why they all died.
You know, it gets weird because if you've ever read Jung.
Carl Jung? Yeah, I have.
Yeah, he kind of gets into that archetype of personality shit, and there's 12 of them in his too.
And they're very well.
Janet is a Cancer, which means she would absolutely hate being in my presence.
And yet she shows up here willingly all the damn time.
Oh, but she's not my presence.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure that shit's horse shit. And
I'm pretty sure it is too.
And Janet's a pretty good judge of character, so I
haven't
mean, change that with
dated-
Bruce for Christ's sake. You
Look,
know, I mean,
I dated chicks who claimed to be witches and shit. Okay,
yeah. Same here. But
and I got to hear about all this shit,
Yeah.
and I still remember it. So a lot of it is, I'm an Aries double Leo, whatever that means. Basically, a lot of fire, and the water signs are not my friends, and Cancer, Pisces, and I forget which other one are water signs.
Aquarius.
No, Aquarius is an air sign. That's my best match for a long-term relationship.
They can't even get that shit right.
Hey, I get it. It's the water bear. You'd think that'd be a water sign, but it's not. Air sign. The air signs are Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know. What is it?
It's a. Oh, okay. I'm doing all these tiny little freaking, these tiny little these scatter terrain pieces, and it's like it's a vessel, a pot with a lid, and I don't remember putting it together, but I guess I did. I've done so many.
So Steven's an Aquarius or an Aries. Yeah, but it's not look it up. In astrology, the Aquarius or water bear is an air sign.
So wait, tardigrades are a freaking.
They're air bears. They're not water bears.
Well, okay. I'm confused.
Right? Water bears? I love water bears.
They're an interesting little critter.
Heading to Scrub Town.
All right, Bruce, you take
All
care,
right.
man.
Think about me while you're in there. All
Now
right.
he's gonna.
You were
Yes.
gonna?
No, he's gonna.
Oh,
He's not going to be happy
yeah.
about it.
That'll be the best shower of his life. I don't know if you knew this or not, but according to the astrology people, Aries are very arrogant and tend to be full of energy and sometimes violence.
No, you never.
I'll be thinking about someone. You know who I like to
You'll
think
be
about?
thinking about Janet. That's what it is.
I'll be thinking about me. If I were going to do that, I always imagined I would stand in front of a mirror and do it. Oh yeah, he can't do that to me because I wasn't Navy. That's true. We don't have that kind of relationship.
He wasn't.
We're not that close. I was Army.
Yeah, Jackie took his ASVAB and scored highest in Navy
Like
Coast Guard.
90-something total.
Yeah.
That means he can pretty much pick any job in the military.
No, that was for Navy. Everywhere else, it was either high, lower. No. That was his overall average was 90, but he scored highest individually. Coast Guard, Navy did really poorly in Air Force. I forget the Marine Corps, but I've said like, you're not meant for the Marines. Just sorry, dude, you're just not. But he's probably just going to do Army National Guard, get in, get out, do his thing, and then go on to other things.
You know, the Coast Guard actually has an MOS where they'll teach you to be a dentist.
Oh, don't they all?
No.
Well, obviously the Marines, you don't give them anything sharp until it's time.
In the Army, and I suspect the Marines, you have to be a doctor, and then you join the military and you start out as a captain. But the Coast Guard will literally send you to dental school.
Yeah, Bruce, all I want is him to be healthy and happy. Everything else is all on his own. I wouldn't even dream of getting in the way of any of that.
Well, if he goes Navy, he's going to get to see some beautiful places of the world.
Mhm.
If he goes Army, he's probably going to get to see Georgia, unless a war happens, and then he'll go there.
At Fort Benning.
Uh, dude, there, Benning, Stewart. I mean, you know, I joined the Army. I went to Georgia for all my training, set my ass in Georgia until they sent me to Iraq, and then came back from Iraq and set my ass in Georgia. It was like, it's the worst. I never got to go anywhere fun. And then I talked to my bros who went in the Navy, and they're like, oh, yeah, we went to Istanbul, and, you know, we went to Australia, and then we were hanging out in Thailand. And, like, Navy, they go everywhere. Japan, like, wherever, right? The Army, they only send the Army places when they want someone dead.
Mhm.
That's it.
Oh, same as the Marines.
Oh, there goes my lawn care guys. Pedro. Pedro's out front doing the lawn. But
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
Germany,
Wednesdays are.
the hosts in Germany suck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's whatever he picks. It's got to be with the least possible conflict. His mom is terrified that he's going to go off and get killed.
Is he going to OCS?
Don't know yet. He should be able to walk right into that shit.
Charizard, what is up?
Hey man, long time no
VD
see.
Drive was fun. Yeah, okay. Charizard. Like, what was it called? The Big Cherry or Wild Cherry or some shit right off post? Oh, my God. Columbia.
He really should. Whatever he does, he would benefit and excel anywhere where being able to pick up new languages would be a benefit, provided it's not the Middle East.
You know, he probably scored high enough. He could be a drone operator or some shit.
And yet we've got an unopened drone that's been in the garage for like 5 years. He got for a gift. Never even thought of opening it.
Yeah, but it might be different if you're getting paid like shit tons of money and flying drones all over the world.
Yeah, I think for the most part he wants to teach and draw
All right. Well, I mean,
and play music.
I'm just saying things he could do, which is about anything. He could do just about anything.
Yeah.
War. Yeah, I know when I was at Fort Stewart, boy, oh boy, we had a little country club off base, and the locals freaking hated us. So we weren't allowed to go off base unless we went in like groups of 2 or 3. Because the local Georgia boys, man, if they could catch you alone, they would whip your ass.
For why?
For being in the Army.
What's it?
Oh, for banging all their women.
Oh, okay. That's different.
Yeah. Because all the Georgia girls, or as we called them, the pendopotamuses, they all want to get with the Army dude so that while you're out in the field 290 days out of the year, they can sit on their fat asses, do whatever they want, and spend your money.
Yeah, fuck that.
Right? And because all of these Army or these pendopotamuses are trying to hook up with soldiers, GIs,
They're not looking at the local boys.
the local boys get all pissed off because all of the best stock gets drafted by the Army guys.
Constellation of Cthulhu. Yeah, he wants to be a teacher, Stephen, or at least that's what he said months ago.
Charizard, where were you? I was at Stewart, and I do know about, if you're talking VD Row as or right outside of frickin' Benning, that place. A Californian in Kentucky. Yeah, the townies hate you. Dude, I'm telling you what, I was watching Asmongold, and some of those like really high level like streamer people got into a whole thing because some chick from Louisville, Kentucky banged her like actual blood cousin, and her boyfriend like called her out on it, and it's drama, man. I'll tell you, Twitch is a mess. That's why I don't stream on Twitch anymore ever. Years ago, I used to actually stream on Twitch. I don't do that shit. It's just ridiculousness.
Yeah, thanks for the warning. I will stay away because I don't care about it.
Nothing
Shit.
but pure ridiculousness is all it
It
is.
sounds like it. I'm not into any of that shit. I don't care.
Yeah, you don't want any of that. That
I
shit is dumb.
No, it's not. I asked the same question, Bruce.
Yeah, there used to be another guy, but this is not that guy.
Or this guy is, not telling the truth. But I don't think he's
Or
lying.
he is that guy, but he's saying, "Hey, I'm not that guy." I don't know,
And I don't think that's the case.
and I don't mind either way.
I thought you were like kind of. I'm not going to say close.
Victory
but
Drive. Oh yeah.
I thought you knew Shadazar pretty well there, Bruce. So you would know. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else who knew him better. I didn't know him at all. I knew L. I knew L really well.
On my lot.
I think he might have showed up once or twice on my videos, but that was so long ago. God, when I think back of the early days of
We're getting actions out.
yeah we I ain't the one.
Getting a storm coming in here, but
I'm sorry to hear that.
Shadzar left the gaming YouTube for the Minecraft YouTube. Oh, well, that makes sense. I should let him know that I have my own Minecraft server, and my wife and I play on it occasionally. See how he feels about that. Be like my nephew plays on it too, and he built a gigantic Orthodox cathedral. Like it's got the dome and the cross and everything. It's really badass.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
Oh
You
well,
told us the other day.
look, you can be whoever you want to be, homie. I don't make no never mind to me either way. You be who you want to be. I am James of Hyperborea. At least that's what all of my little pictures say. James of Hyperborea. But I'll probably be wrapping this up in a little bit.
No worries. I got to go make dinner for the monkey.
Get ready.
Starter.
Yeah. So, Shadow, I don't know if I showed you this, but these guys, which you can get like 2 for a couple bucks or whatever off of Reaper. These are like Bones Nagaras. They're really
I've got a bunch of those.
yeah. Well, check this guy out.
Nice. Did you mod that?
Yeah, I just cut the torsos off of the Nagaras, and I put the torsos from the Ghost Archipelago Serpent Men on them because for some reason Ghost Archipelago Serpent Men have legs. Yes,
Okay.
I'm James Hawkwind of Hyperborea, and my best friend is a giant Pomeranian named Bear. But I often call him Mishka,
Which is also bear.
which just means a little bear. And if I wanted to, I could call him Misha, which is a very informal way to address someone whose name is Michael or Mikkel. Misha. But he don't listen too good, and then I yell at him in Russian, and then he listens all of a sudden. It's like, because he'll be out there yapping his head off, because of course he is. He's a Pomeranian,
Yeah.
and he'll be acting like he don't want to listen, and I'll be like, Mishka, Davai. He'll be like, oh shit. Which Davai is, let's go. Come on, let's go. And then he listens. He's like, oh shit. Dad's yelling at me in the mother tongue. I must obey. It's like, any hoozle. I think we're getting ready to play some Agricola. I'm hoping. I think my wife should. Wife, are you off work? Are you still working?
No, she's done.
Are you done? Well, I was just wondering when you guys want to play the board game. Soon, she says. Okay, soon.
Cool.
Yeah, I had to print out a bunch of blank character sheets because, like I was telling you, about every couple months, it seems like you just got to rewrite your character. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And it's been 6 months, 4 hours a week, almost every week. So some of these character sheets literally look like, I don't even know how to describe them, like fragments of the Dead Sea Scrolls or some shit, It's just like, what are these guys doing over here?
Jackie's got this one girl in his group whose character sheets are freaking impeccable. Just like keeping track of every die rolled, everything, and everybody's like, "Oh, will you do my character sheet?" And I'm just like, fuck.
See, that kind of stuff, man. That's kind of this kind of stuff I would do when I played. And I don't know if, like, my character sheets always had to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Everything exactly right all the time. And neat. No writing on my sheet, no taking notes. But the people I play with, they don't all feel that way. You know what I'm saying? They're drawing pictures and just writing notes down and whatever, wherever. So yeah,
you got scrap paper for that shit.
It's been around 6 months, so it's about time to go ahead and start redrawing some characters. But and at some point I need to go on Twitter, but I keep getting in trouble. Well, I don't get in trouble. It's just I hate who I am on Twitter, so I try not to go on too much.
Huh.
And
I've never been on Twitter, so I have no idea if I would change or anything
Twitter
like that.
will make you evil even if you don't want to be.
I best not go then.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is. There's so many people on Twitter saying the stupidest, most outlandish shit you can even imagine, right?
Mm-hmm.
That if you're not the kind of person who can see that and just be like, those guys are stupid and go on about your business, you'll want to respond. And when you respond, it will not be good. You will respond and you will call them horrible names, and then it'll start a whole thing. So that's basically just all Twitter is,
Gotcha. I'm staying away.
Yeah.
I told myself this year I was actually gonna go on and do some promoting for the channel, but I'm like, you know what?
Let me tell you something. The nicest people in the tabletop role-playing game, whatever, on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
can be total assholes on Twitter. Like, if you saw some of the people you think are really cool say on Twitter, you'd probably look at them sideways. And I'm including myself in that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. It's like you go on Twitter, you immediately become hyper aggressive about all of your opinions. And also, for some reason, you feel like you have to share all of your opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I'm not that guy. I am, as the communists like to call it, a reactionary, right?
Okay.
And which means I don't start the shit, but when the shit is started, and it's always started, that's the problem. You see, I'm the guy that goes in and then says something like mean, and then I feel bad, like I shouldn't have said that. That's kind of out of bounds, right? But and right now, at least on my timeline, there's two major wars going on. There's the Carmelo War and the
Oh,
Mormon War.
and the what?
Mormon War.
Oh,
Yeah, like some Mormon representative
hmm
got mad because someone did a list of Christianity and Mormonism wasn't on the list. And that shit has blown up and been going on for a week now.
Mm.
I kid you not.
I don't doubt it. I don't know
Like,
enough about. I honestly don't know enough about Mormonism to know, and
it's just one more thing, man. It doesn't matter that it's Mormonism. If it wasn't Mormonism, it'd be something else.
mhm.
That is Twitter. I mean, can Twitter be good if you want like some news and shit? Yeah, it can be good if you like basically block every other human being on Twitter and just go on for the news. Then yeah, Twitter can be great. But it's like if you don't seriously like hardcore watch who you have on your timeline, it just turns into bullshit. And I mean quick, you know? It'll go from like I'm reading about D&D, and the next thing you know, you're in the middle of some freaking, you're in the foxhole with some other person because somebody said something about something, and now, it's just got to be straight up warfare,
Yeah, I don't
And
need that.
that's pretty much Twitter,
I got no time for any of that shit.
you know. Yeah, like almost all of the bad shit you've ever heard about like tabletop role players on YouTube was shit that happened on Twitter. Like when everybody got mad at Pundit for jumping on Basic Expert for talking to Jeffro. That shit was all on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know who Jeffro is.
He's
I
the
get
leader of
along
the
with
ROSR.
I get along with John. I just sort of kind of had my first interaction with Pundit. I'm getting one of his games in the mail in a couple weeks. I'll review it and see how that goes. If he's a,
I like his games.
I know,
You know that though.
yeah, and if it,
That's exactly.
I have no reason to curry any favor
Also,
with him, other than the fact that he's friends with other friends of mine. But
right.
that I don't have to be friends with everybody, and sometimes it's just not possible.
Right.
And if I don't like his game, I'll tell him, hey, it's not for me.
Well, Stephen Kennedy brings up another great thing with the WOG thing, because 40K Twitter is like just dive headfirst into a pool full of pure bleach. Just go ahead. Because remember how I said no one hates 40K like 40K players? 40K Twitter is the evidence of that.
Gotcha.
There's like a couple of big personalities, and they're constantly going at it. And the argument du jour is almost always every single day, can women be Space Marines? Can Space Marines be gay? And boy, they will go at it like World War III.
Well, clearly they could be gay, but they can't be women.
Yeah. I mean, that's true because you've got the Emperor's Children.
Condor can go fuck himself. I hate that guy. Always have, always will. And if I ever meet him, it's not going to be pretty.
Well, he's already not pretty.
No, my reaction.
You were saying something else, though, weren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
just because he told some lies about me, and then deleted his channel. And
He used to be one of my subscribers. And then one
fuck
day,
that guy.
he
Fuck
decided
that
not
guy. I
to.
hope something really bad happens to him and we never see him again. And the fact
Yeah.
that people like Double D, etc., were promoting him pisses me off. But
I don't
whatever.
think I'd call that promotion.
Dude, when he went past me in subs because of that, because he was at like 200 or 400 subs, and then he's in the freaking 1500s because people are there to hate him. That's promotion. That literally put him in the realm to be monetized.
Huh.
Yeah. So I'll get there. I get an email every day from.
Yeah, we were talking about, Paul, Twitter and how it's like nothing but warfare and it will make you a bad person. And it's true. It will.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, Paul.
He's
Because
saying
it's a little
he wants to game and he doesn't care about the rest of the stuff.
right. But what about the people in the characters in the game? They're all asexual and their opinions don't
I don't think
matter.
that's what he's saying, Shadow.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Nah. Paul has been on with me a few times. He is a good guy.
I know.
I will vouchsafe for PB any day of the week.
I don't know about any day of the week, but I'll give Monday through Friday.
I mean,
Yeah, I said it when we
I
first
have
met.
zero
We need to
problems.
get
Now,
Jason.
Condor DM, I suppose I would have a problem with him if I ever thought of him, but I never do.
Right, I don't either.
So it's
I
like,
got way better things to do than that.
now I know that what's his name, the Grumpy GM or something. He despises me, but I don't care.
I don't even know who that is either. But most
He's
yeah.
on with Unchained and whatever quite a bit. The OG GM, the guy in California that walks around all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy hates my guts, boy.
I'm in a game with him Saturday.
Yeah, he does not like me at all.
Yeah, your previous sentence, Paul, doesn't make that crystal clear. Just saying.
No, you know what? Give him a little charity. He might not have wrote it in a way that you understand it, but don't take it as a negative, and because I don't think he meant it as a negative.
That's fine.
Yeah, you guys, and you also got to remember, because it's text, you can't actually feel the subtext or the emotion behind it. So you always got kind of be charitable when people send you something in writing, because it's easy to take it the other way. But yeah, there's a lot of people that I know for a fact do not like me. I just don't ever think about them that much.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people I know who do like me that I don't see as much as I'd like, and I think about that a lot more. How could people hate me? I've had some very opinions that
very opinions. If let's see if I can put it, sum it up a little clearer. James has some very specific beliefs, and there are folks out there who have literally the opposite beliefs.
That's a pretty good way of putting it. Yeah, Dino Laser.
Here's the thing. Like for me, like if I'm in a war game, depending on which war game it is, there's some sort of lore and story going on in my head. I'm not just like trying to win, and these are just numbers and tokens on the battle. Otherwise, I might as well just play chess. You know what I mean? On the table. If I'm painting 40K miniatures, or excuse me, if I'm playing 40K, I'm thinking my Space Marines are going to go stomp these Chaos motherfuckers, and that sort of imagery and imagination is part of the fun. Otherwise, I would literally play historicals or just chess
Look
or
at this.
or
We've
some
got
other
all of America here.
numerical.
We got the East
situation.
Coast, we got the center of America, and we got
Oh,
the
you got-
West Coast.
What you got? We got all of America here.
Dino
Every little
Laser.
bit.
I am a fluff gamer now. When like it was like third, fourth, fifth edition, I was a win at all costs jerk off. I grew out of it. I made a Lamenter's army. I lost nonstop for years on end, and that's pretty much. I sold all my 40K stuff. It's all gone. All I have is my Legions Imperialis stuff and my 30K army, which is Blood Angels led by Sanguinius. Legion 9. For me, lore is the most important part of 40K.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to do a lore video, why it is so important versus the crunch and the numbers and stuff like that. Probably drop tomorrow morning because that's what got me into it. It wasn't the numbers, it wasn't the conflict or the winning or the losing or anything like that. It's the cool freaking imagery, and why is that imagery the way it is?
My wife.
What inspired it?
I see
Well,
my
you got-
wife at the table setting up our Agricola game.
Uh-oh.
She
busting it
whipped
out
my
already.
ass so bad the last time we played. It was like there needs to be a mercy rule in this game.
Have you won yet, or was that? No, I'm thinking.
I
of,
won one time by 1 point.
It wasn't Agricola. I'm thinking of.
It
what
was Agricola. I
no,
did.
No, Splendor. I don't think you've won.
I
Same thing
beat
with
her at
Rachel, Steven.
Splendor once
Really?
too.
Okay.
I've never played a war game, so dude, I bring lore and role playing into BattleTech. When me and my brother sit down to play BattleTech, I'll talk mad shit about the
Absolutely,
Draconis
Bruce.
Combine.
Absolutely, 100%.
I'll talk about his pilots. I'll talk shit about whatever mech design he picked. I mean, I'll just shit talk, and he does the same thing the whole time. He's like, you house merc, free league scumbags, whatever.
That's the way it should be.
Who has that kind of hard feelings against Merrick? There's too many people cheering for the Draconis Combine. That's the problem. Way too much.
Except for me.
I can agree with that.
And-
But I did have a Draconis Combine army, but that was because I had four buddies. We all were buying Mech Warrior, the click game, and we divided up all the armies amongst the four of us, so that when we bought a case and we split it, I got all the Draconis army. That was just one of the armies I got. It wasn't my main army. My main army at the time was, I think,
Well,
Steel.
me and my homie Razor Fist
Yeah,
rep the Free Worlds League.
I don't even know if they were in that.
However,
No, during the
remember.
Republic of the Sphere era, the Free Worlds League collapsed. So
Right.
And I had the
my
Sphere army,
homeboy,
and
Holy
I had like
Diver.
4 armies.
Holy Diver, the Angry Game Nerd, painted up Draconis Combine.
Right.
Why
Who
is
else? So you
Draconis
guys
Combine
know? You
so
guys
popular?
know?
People love red.
You guys know
Yeah.
Country Fried Minis?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, he's been painting up a bunch of Draconis army in his shorts lately, but it's a commission job. He's doing a sweet freaking paint job on them. That the Rising Sun emblazoned on the mechs that he's doing, it's pretty fucking tight. I mean, those diagonal lines are not easy to do. Just saying.
Well, the thing with painting mechs is you can do what I do for your rank and file and do the dry brush method and just get them looking good and on a table. Or if you're an artist, you can literally just go nuts.
Mhm.
And you can paint them. Just because you're playing Draconis Combine don't mean they got to be red. They can be
I'm
all
really-
kinds of, so there's pure freedom with BattleTech. Like,
I'm really
playing
shocked
Derek, I can paint 'em however I want.
that Bear's taken an actual dip into the mech world. I wonder how long that's going to last and if it's ill-timed.
Oh, AT&T Comstar. In BattleTech, you've got Comstar. Pay your freaking phone bill, because if them bitches come to collect, boy, you are in trouble. Yeah, they got like the best mechs, and they're all religious fanatics. So
That's usually a good litmus test for me. Anybody who like dismisses BattleTech because they're like one of the factions is the phone company. I'm like, okay, you don't understand.
you don't
Yeah,
understand.
Faster
It's-
than light communication. All right, let's just Go play something
And
else.
they're the only
Which-
ones who know how to keep that shit working.
The whole point of the setting is technology is dwindling because of all the constant warfare. So there's this group who the only ones who know how to run the HPG generators. That's it. So
And
it's
it's
like,
against the law to actually attack jump ships.
Yeah.
Because they don't really know how to make them.
right. Yeah.
Because during the Succession Wars, these EMFers were straight up nuking each other's planets. Like billions upon billions of people died during the first 3 or 4 Succession Wars, to
Right.
the point that humanity went like 200 years back in time technologically. I mean, it's like, it's just one of those things, Dino.
Well, it's nothing personal against Dino Laser. He knows I
No.
love him, except for the time when he said I was sounding like Shadow one time when I was talking. That was a low blow. That one.
I
was
can't
one
think of
time-
a higher compliment, but
It was-
okay.
It was rough. It was one of those where I think I was explaining that we didn't understand the younger generations now just because it's a whole different mode of thinking what they're going with for gaming and other stuff.
That's a story as old as time,
Sure.
Anybody
Yeah.
doesn't understand that.
But that's why whenever people are just like 5e, all these systems, it's like it's just not for us, man. It's for
I ran
whatever the hell these
5e
kids
for a
are
year
playing.
and a half. My
Yeah.
group loved it. We had a great time. But the secret I would give anybody is I only use the first 3 books, none of the optional rules.
Right.
And don't have Connell as your DM.
Huh?
And don't have Connell as your DM.
No, I was the DM.
No, Connell was my DM for the one and only time I played a 5e game.
5e,
Oh.
if you don't add in all the stupid shit,
Oh no,
especially
he didn't. It was
afterwards,
a quick, hour and a half and an hour and a half session back on Table Breakers
Well,
back in the day.
I'm just
and-
saying, if you leave all of the stupid shit from Tasha onward and you just don't allow all that optional bullshit, you just play the game that they released, it's not a bad game. It is not a bad game.
Yeah.
It's actually
It's all
a pretty
fantasy,
good
Bruce.
game. 5e is not bad at all.
Right.
It's all fantasy, Bruce. All of it.
Now,
Well,
me, of
especially the
course,
size of the battle mechs, because they say like, oh, it's a 100-ton battle mech, and then you look at things, you're like, that's not a lot of weight actually for something that's like 50
it's
feet
not
tall
the
like
weight
that.
of the mech. It's the mass. It's 100 tons of
Right.
cubic hydrogen.
Okay.
So 100-ton mech actually probably weighs way more, but
You should. Yeah, something
because
that
it's
size.
mostly hollow. That's the whole point of a mech. Why they're better than tanks
Mhm.
is if you shoot a mech through the arm, there's usually not much in there except maybe mimer or whatever.
Right.
But if you penetrate a tank, I mean,
Right. Well, and at least in some of the rules, it made sense like that. Like in vehicles, they had that like almost one hit rule where if you hit it in a
yeah,
certain
every
spot,
time
it
you
was
hit it, you
crippled.
get a possible crit.
Yeah. Whereas the
Yeah,
battle mechs,
see,
it
that's
wasn't
what
like
makes
that.
the mechs tougher. And
Sure.
that's the same rule in Traveler when you're designing a ship in Traveler, like a 100-ton scout. It's 100 cubic tons of hydrogen is the base. And one of those is basically a meter by meter cube. So a 100-ton ship should be 100 cubic meters.
Mhm.
However you want to build it, though. So you can
Right.
make it a line or whatever. I mean, but
Mm.
40-40 big boy. Oh, man. Are you talking big boy from like the comics? Big boy and Rusty? No, that was big guy in Rusty, wasn't it?
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think it's, what's his name? Miller did the comic? Chris Miller? And it was like
Frank
Guy-
Miller.
Frank Miller, yeah, you did Big Guy and Rusty, and you had the American robot, which was kind of primitive, but it was just a big son of a bitch. And then
Like
you
Iron
had the
Giant kind of thing?
Japanese robot, which was like AI, but it was little.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, the artist was Jeff Darrow, but the writer was
Alpha
Frank
Strike.
Miller.
Alpha Strike's a good game, Laser. And before I leave, because I see the game is set up, this is what I play. That's right.
I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it before. What is
Hyperborea. It's a, hey, PB, don't make me hang out another 30 minutes to tell you all about it.
No, we know.
See,
We
right?
know all about it.
How much do I like it? So much I got the hat. That's right. Hyperborea is my lifestyle choice now. When people put down gender, I write down Hyperborea. When they put down ethnicity, I write down Hyperborea.
Alpha Strike starter box. There you go. Alpha Strike's not bad. It's a
I like
quick
Alpha
game if
Strike.
you want to play it. Yeah.
If you played 40K, you're going to like Alpha Strike. Pretty much. But PB, I'm
I'm
sorry to
thrilled,
get out of
Steven.
here with you just because you know I love hanging out and talking to you, bro.
That's all right. I jumped in.
Shadow, maybe I'll see you tomorrow or something.
Yeah, you know, I'll be doing a
Sometime,
show.
Shadow, you're a wild
Absolutely.
man. I don't know what you're doing today. Go hang out with your son or something. Give him a hug. You
I did.
need to do
I
something.
did.